Astro Kids, and welcome back. This is your 2021 horoscope for those of you with Life Path 1. And so if you are new to my channel, my name is Daquan Jones, psychic and astrologer, and this is my new series for the Life Path horoscopes and numerology. Now, for those who watched my video on Life Path 9, this description for Life Path 1 is going to be slightly different. Why? Because this is the first number. 9 is the last number, so it is the most advanced on a soul level, right? 9 has gone through all of the numbers. And we talked a little bit about that in that horoscope for Life Path 9. That it is the culmination of all of the numbers. 1 is the first, and so 1 is the least evolved. It is the base, the starting point of everything. And so for those of you who have not evolved and grown individually, you will most likely carry the negative traits of Life Path 1. If you have done the work to evolve, to grow, then you will have very strong leadership qualities of the 1. And so let's get into this description of Life Path 1. And I'm so excited because my mom has this life path. And so this is one of my favorite life paths of all of them. And for those of you who are functioning at the highest octave of this life path, you are a natural born leader. People gravitate towards you. People seek you out for advice, for you to play the part of the leader. And so you come in with this dominant quality of taking over any task, giving people advice, managing any situation. You have these very strong leadership qualities. Now, because of these leadership qualities, you are extremely ambitious, extremely energetic, extremely adventurous. Right, you walk into the room and you are lifting up the spirits of others. And so for many of you, you are the greatest inspiration for those around you. People are seeking you out when they don't know what to do. People are seeking you out for advice. You are seeing the best in others and bringing it out of them. And so this is a very strong quality to have in terms of being the boss, taking on a leadership role. On the negative side, this can make someone very selfish, very arrogant. This is if you are not spiritually evolved. If you're on that lower end of Life Path 1, then you can be very self-centered, very controlling, very demanding. Because of this, one of the biggest issues of Life Path 1 is learning to release control. Learning to let others make their own decisions and not to take over every situation. And so that is a huge theme for those of you with Life Path 1 is, are you trying to always play the dominant role? Are you trying to always take the reins over everything? Giving others the space and the time to do things on their own is very beneficial. Another big theme that can come up is also allowing time for yourself, right? This is the life path of self. This is number 1. This is dealing with you. And so a huge lesson for you is to learn to love yourself more, to learn to take care of yourself more. And so many of you can be very vain. You can sometimes feel overwhelmed by all of the responsibility of taking on the leadership, getting everything done. And so it is important that you are releasing some of that control and actually taking the time to develop yourself, to love yourself, to focus on your own needs. Now, let's talk about what is coming up in the next year for those of you with the Life Path 1. What lessons can you expect to come up? What experiences can you expect? How can you navigate through 2021 as you are moving ahead? So if you are a Life Path 1, then that means that 2020 has been a number 5 year for you. And so you have been going through a Mercury controlled year. Mercury is ruling over the number 5, that 5 being all about change, being about communication, business, travel, experience. And so for many of you, this has been a year of actually building up your business if you have your own business, which is a huge possibility for many of you with Life Path 1. This could also be a year where you have been working on making necessary changes in your life, making improvements, adjustments with this number 5. And for some of you, it may have been a year where you have traveled, where you have had experiences and adventures during this time. It could also be a huge time where networking played a huge part in your life, right? You could have been involved a lot with business partners, a lot of people calling you for advice, a lot of interaction socially that has been taking place during this year. Now, as we move into the next year, you are shifting into a number 6 year, vastly different from the 5. And so, what lessons can you expect during this upcoming personal year 6 for you, Life Path 1? Well, first of all, your personal year 5, which has been 2020, has been the favorable year as you are a sun-controlled life path. And that number 5 year is a Mercury-controlled year. So Mercury and the sun are friends. And so this has been a year of opportunities, of adventures, of what you can do to change and improve and work on yourself. A lot of flexibility, a lot of versatility. And you may not see as much of that flexibility going into the next year. So as we shift into your number 6 personal year of 2021, you are shifting into a Venus-controlled year. And so as you move ahead, this is a year that is focused on taking care of your needs, taking care of your responsibility, right? This Venus energy is all about loving and providing, protecting, caring for, watching over, taking responsibility. And so things get more serious as you are shifting into 2021. Now, for some of you, you might be attracting relationships moving forward into this next year. And so that could be a huge responsibility that is put upon you, that is taking away from the other tasks that you can take on in your life. Another thing that is a possibility is that moving forward, you will have to focus more on your health. You will have to focus more on your work. And so things get a lot more serious moving forward. More lessons about responsibility, about planning. And so if you are the type of person who likes a lot of freedom, who likes a lot of changes in your life, a lot of breaks from your routine, then this may not be a favorable year for you. If you are the type of person who likes to manage, as many of you have this leadership quality to you, then this may be a favorable year for you. But remembering to remain responsible, to remain in a place of taking care of yourself, to remain in a place of making sure that everything is taken care of in your life. And you may be put into situations where you have to take care of others. And so huge lesson, huge theme of this upcoming year is responsibility. Now, moving forward, what you can expect during this year, once again, we talked about a potential relationship that can happen. And so that 6 is the number of love, of support. And so for some of you, you may be attracting a romantic partner moving forward, but you may also be attracting business partners, friends, associates, right? This is a time of moving into a new place of connection, of support. And so even though during this 5 year, you might have connected a lot for business dealings, moving forward, you're connecting more on an emotional level. You're connecting more for the sake of caring, for starting relationships. And so moving forward into this 6 year, things once again start to settle down, start to become more serious, more practical. And so what I would strongly suggest for those of you with Life Path 1 is to start planning ahead, to start looking towards the future, to start thinking in terms of the responsibilities and the things that you could potentially run into that you will need to take care of. To start to get into more of a habit, a routine of how you are going to execute all of your tasks and responsibilities moving forward. This is a huge shift from the 5 to the 6. Remembering that that 5 is all about freedom, about change, about experiences. And so this is a different energy that you are moving into the next year, where this really does start to become more disciplined, more serious, more about nurturing, caring, protecting, staying close to home for some of you, focused on relationships for some of you. And so there are new responsibilities, new tasks, new routines that have to be taken into consideration moving forward into this next year. And so with that, you want to make sure that you have everything scheduled and planned, that you have the energy, the focus, you're taking care of your health so that everything is in order, right? This number 6 is about balance as well, making sure that your life is in balance, in order. Everything is situated the way that it should be. And that was your horoscope for Life Path 1 for the upcoming personal year 6. I hope you all enjoyed this. If you like this video, feel free to leave a like as well as a comment. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And I will see you all in the next video.